Disclaimer: this video is a PSA and is for educational purposes only. Does your name sound like Joke Manson? You know, that kilt-wearing cosplayer who plagiarizes wisdom off as his own to over 500,000 followers. The shyster conman on this app that got me to marry him and move to Scotland. Well, if that sounds like you, then this video is especially for you. And if it's not you, you can scroll along, you can hang out. Because it's come to my attention that I now have a stalker who likes to lurk and screen record my live TikTok videos and then sends them to estranged family members in Australia.
It's going to be a good book, with their permission, of course, but I'd like to dedicate it to his ex-wife. So it's been illuminating, speaking to those people, finding out the truth about situations that I was blatantly being lied to about.
Pretty impressive if you think about it. This little video has traveled 18,600 miles to get to me. Oh, Joke Manson, you keep thinking that I'm not gonna see? You just keep leaving snail trails of receipts everywhere. So as my final farewell, I give you this gift. This piece is called I Don't Hate You. I don't hate you for lying to me about who you were and what you could offer. Some people just can't live with the shame of their truth, and I would be ashamed too. I don't hate you for letting empty, impossible promises go so far as a marriage, a visa, an international move. I wanted to believe what you were selling me. But in the end, I was able to become friends with wife number one. I got to the bottom of how bad the situation was that I walked out on. My gut served me right. V says hi, by the way. I don't hate you for being a coward and refusing amicable communication with me after I left. I would be embarrassed too if even after all that, the marriage, the visa, the international move, leaving everything behind, that it was so bad that I still decided to leave despite all of that. It's embarrassing. I don't hate you for avoiding that direct communication with me, but instead deciding to attack my friends in their DMs just to save face. I get it. It does take a lot of emotional maturity to uphold love and respect even after things don't work out the way you want them to. It's a big ask, I know. So I understand that inability making you avoid being in uncomfortable spaces and having to face your failures. I get it. I don't hate you for turning out to be predictable, because all of those baseless reposts from narcabusesurvivor.com implying that I'm the narcissist in this situation, without a single shred of evidential story time to back up your claims, only put you on full blast, homie. Ain't that the DARVO pot calling the kettle black? So thanks for being so faithfully textbook. I don't hate you for all the things you probably did behind my back, because it only aligns with the truths that I've come to learn. A lot of people came out of the woodwork after I opened up, telling me stories that you had other women in the picture when I was in the picture. Why am I so easy to believe them? Because I'm now friends with that one that I overlapped with in the beginning. You remember that? She says hi too, all the way from Canada. I don't hate you for attempting to control and manipulate me. Because when I finally saw it, you fully displayed how desperate you were. Messaging Rhonda to try to control the narrative before she came over to the house to help me pack up the last of my things. Did you really think I'd never see the things that you wrote her? That all you cared about was maintaining your facade instead of even attempting to communicate with me? But that's okay. Because after I no longer physically felt safe with you and refused to ever be alone with you ever again, bringing her along with me that day and her refusing to leave me alone with you made you big mad. And she was so great for recording all of that for me too.
So you're asking me to wait outside?
Yes, please.
Is that alright with you? Scarlett, are you?
No.
There's nothing going to happen here. What you've ever said to Rhonda shouldn't be any judgment.
There isn't any judgment, but
Okay.
I'm also like aware that Scarlett.
to come with me so that I'm not alone. Okay?
Do you feel threatened?
Yes, I do. No, I'm here to get my stuff. I'm getting my things.
Rhonda, can you wait outside, please?
Absolutely not.
Respect my decision. You made said
I'm
to me,
just right here. I'm not
said-
gonna. I'm not.
Rhonda, you said to me,
So I'm gonna stand here. If you want to physically remove me, you can, but then I'll call the police. I'm not even kidding.
Rhonda,
Scarlett's here to get her stuff, and that's what she's doing. I will not be manipulated or controlled by whatever this is. Scarlett's here to get her stuff. That's what we're doing. Don't push me. I will call the police.
Rhonda, whatever she said to you.
She hasn't said anything to me, but what you're acting like right now is actually quite intimidating and quite scary. and you're being really unreasonable. The woman's here to get her stuff. That's it. Can you see what's happening? Can you see what you're doing?
No.
It's really inappropriate.
You're overstepping the boundary here.
I'm just here to help Scarlett. You're trying to trap her in a house with you, and when she doesn't want that.
I want a private conversation.
But she doesn't want that, so you're actually overstepping her boundary by forcing me outside. Can you see that?
Rhonda, she's actually expecting me to have a private conversation with my wife.
She doesn't want to have
So,
one with you.
Rhonda,
She doesn't want to have one with you, and what you're asking me to do is overstep Scarlett's boundaries. I do respect it. I respect my friend that I've known for years, and I'm just here to help her get her stuff.
can you give me the respect to speak to your own wife?
Absolutely not, Sam. No. I can give respect to my friend. Such a
You
tricky
asked me.
situation. You thought I was your friend? I'm Scarlett's friend. I don't know you. Met you once. I've known Scarlett for years. Stand down here and making sure that Scarlett gets her stuff. And you're not acting in a very safe way. I don't know you well, but you're being quite demanding and quite intimidating and quite angry. This is my direct experience of this situation. This is not what anybody said.
I don't hate you for making me file a report with the police or invoking Claire's law, because we should normalize background checks on partners. It's a dangerous time to be a woman, so thanks for reminding me of that. And lastly, I don't even hate you for trying to get me fired from my job, because it truly showed me how low you would go. After promising to be my support and my sponsor in a country where I knew no one. And this is what you would choose to do, rather than help the person you supposedly loved. But that's okay, because it gave huge comic relief in the office that day. Hunter McTavish, listen, bigjocknew@gmail.com. It's giving, tell Cersei I want her to know it was me, except the goofy version. But you know what? You know what I do hate you for? Making me subject my 2 cats to not 1, but 2 rounds of devastatingly traumatic air and road travel compounded within a 9-month period. Seeing my babies in anguish and be forcibly put through that kind of ordeal, you can suck a big bag for that. You can also be cursed henceforth with every woman seeing my videos, so they get the warning that I never did. And even if she does fall for it, may she always know that she has an open pathway of communication to come and talk to me. She will always get the validation that I so generously received from the group of estranged women that I managed to get a hold of. And lastly, I hope those little blue pills never do work for you, because there was 0 hope in that department. Have the fucking day you deserve.